How can you make $100 or more every single day by freelancing online? Yo, what's going on everyone? Hayden here coming back at you with a brand new video. And before we get into this, drop a like down below for my freshly busted ankle, which I did today and had to go to the hospital for. And also drop a comment down below because that now means I'm gonna have nothing but time to really focus in on some YouTube videos. So drop down below any specific requests that you might have, topics you wanna see talked about, questions, situations, problems you're running into. I would be more than happy to check that out and potentially make a video on it. I'm gonna go through and read and respond to every single comment. So with that being said, in this video, I'm actually gonna dive inside of my computer here in a second and show you two different platforms and actually go through multiple listings on them and show you how to use them, because this is something I did for about a 4-month period. I was making about $120 a day and I could have made way more. It's just a matter of how much time you want to put in as well as the specific skill you're going to sell. So the first thing I want to explain before this is that if you don't know what your skill is, which I'm trying to be as practical as possible in here, if you don't know what you want to do, if you don't know what you're good at, you just know you want to make money, that's totally fine. Your passion is now linked financially, which is totally fine in the beginning, contrary to what your mom or teachers might tell you. So I'm going to show you one specific thing actually you can do just to start selling some entry-level stuff. You do want to take into account on these different sites, there's a lot more than just 2 freelancing sites, you do want to take into consideration the competition. So the skill I'm going to show you how to do, which you can just kind of build a skill and be decent at it, is building a logo, which is great. There's people who do it all the time, $5, $10, it takes you 20 minutes to make a logo, tops. I could probably do it in 5 minutes. So there's a lot of competition though. A lot of people are doing that. That's not what's called a high level skill. It's not a high income skill. So you can't charge a lot for it unless you structure yourself on this website a certain way, which I'm going to show you. So if you guys have any more questions about this topic specifically, please hold your comments on it until the end of the video. And with that being said, let's jump inside of my computer. All right, so inside of here, I logged into my very old account on Upwork, which seems to be having some issues. And then there's another website, a secondary one. These are the primary 2 that are out there and commonly known. So that also means people are like, oh, this is just the typical sites. If something's well known, that means more people are on it. So think about that. It's kind of like doing Uber versus Budaboo. And you're asking what's Budaboo? Nobody knows, so nobody uses it. So something like Fiverr as well. As you can see here, I just typed in logo to give you guys an example. There's people doing it for $10, $30, $100. What's the difference, So what I'm going to talk about inside of here is positioning of your offer. So for something like this, you can go through and look. The biggest thing is going to be his reviews, okay? What is their track record, their history? If you're fresh and starting out, you're probably not going to be able to charge a couple $100s for a more simple service. Now, this guy right here, he has 31 reviews, 4.8 star is very high. A lot of this stuff does come down to the client experience, the customer experience. So he responds very quickly. And this goes through and show, since how long he's been selling for. And he's also going to give you examples of work. So you can go through, definitely asking for that as well. Logo, they have different questions, all of this. His is what's called a very built profile. So when someone lands on this, it answers all their questions. So they don't have to message you. And the things with platforms like these and just income streams like these is that if I'm looking through for a logo and someone has a blank profile with no profile picture, I can't put a name to a face and see his history of how well he's done, I'm not even going to bother messaging them to see what they've done. That's a lot of time. What I'm going to do is go hit the back arrow and go back to the next person and see what they can do for me. So it's just kind of moving down that list. So you want to make sure you have that structure. It's very similar to building like an Instagram influencer page. You can't just, post once and then try and get a shout out. You have no followers. You have no profile picture, no bio, only the one crappy post. You need to actually be a built profile. So that's something you have to think about. Now, someone like this as well, again, name to a face, the average response time, all this, there's multiple different price point options. You can go ahead and I believe the limit is 3 as far as I can recall. I haven't done this in a few years, but you can set multiple different price point packages, which is very important. If you guys have read the book, The Paradox of Choice by Barry Schwartz, I believe, very good book talking about people's perception on that. There's also one marketer who talked about that. Having 3 price points is the best because people are going to tend to take the middle one. You make that position as the best offer. So it gives them an option, but not 13 different options where they can't choose. Again, then they'll just go to the next person because it's too confusing and too time consuming. So something like that, kind of positioning yourself and making sure that, because this is marketing, it's like selling a product on Amazon. They do it. It's still inside of the platform. So you're not really running too many or if any exterior ads. But there's a lot of people coming here, organic traffic. So when it comes to a website like this, or even on Upwork, Upwork's usually known as a little bit more higher end, higher ticket, and we'll get to that in a second. It's really about your profile and the history you have on there. So you want to make sure you're in a good standing. As you continuously do it, make sure you're very kind to all the clients, the people you talk to. I've personally done this, and so I know how stupid some people can be, how annoying they can be, and they leave negative reviews. Just always be positive, show love on these platforms. It's always going to help you out. Build up a really good profile over time. You're going to not only get more gigs, but then you can charge more and not have your conversion rate really go down. So it's kind of like a Shopify store in that regard. But other than that, we can go back, and these are platforms where there's a ton of different skills. Look at this. Just under graphic and design, there's like 20 different ones. Digital marketing. Watch, look, e-commerce marketing. I'm sure they have stuff for Shopify under here. 850,000 SEO backlinks for $5. I'm sure he has an automation software for that. 15 Shopify marketing and e-commerce. In my opinion, if any of these were actually good, they'd just be doing it themselves. But who knows? So let's see. Neil Patel. I would drive real and active traffic. Yeah, so he's just buying probably, what do you call it? I don't remember what you call it, where you buy like 50,000 just visits to any website. What is it called? Hot traffic? There's some sort of thing. It was big a few years ago, just like bullshit traffic. I don't really know, but all this different stuff. Maybe they'll set up a store. You can just type in Shopify. I'm sure stuff comes up. People build you a website. Yeah, look at that, $150. So there's all these different skills. So if you guys who are trying to get into e-commerce, which is what this channel is primarily based around, and you need a way to fund that, how about you not only build a skill that will help you, but also make money? So I don't know why this person is using this as the homepage photo, because this looks like trash, but you can then literally get paid to now learn a skill, and you're building stores, you're getting money to help then build your store and do the marketing later. It's just a win-win-win-win-win situation every way you slice it. So something like this, $500. Again, going through and showcasing what you've done. Run up to 300 products it goes through. Does they write descriptions? Let's see. You go through and ask them, okay, all this different stuff. And I'm sure some of these people are great at what they do. It's higher ticket. So making sure that everything is set up correctly. I think this is probably a good resource that some of you guys are actually going to use to then go purchase different services. I get logos on here. Now I have people that do that for me who are VAs. But, this is still a great place to get anything done that you need to get done. Now, on the flip side, you have a website like Upwork. This is a little bit different. This is actually the one where I was outsourcing my online schoolwork, to say the least. Yeah, we can. Let's see if we can actually see anything inside of there. I don't want to show too much, so I might have to cut this out. Let's see. Yeah, so just as a little example, this is one right here, $310. I ended up paying this specific person almost $2,000. It was like $90 a week or whatever. Yeah, look at this. This one right here, $1,700. Oh, classic outsourcing online school. But sites like this, these are just great to literally get anything done that you want to do. Something like this, business management. Let's literally just type in anything. I don't know, something that sounds higher ticket. Okay, you can get legal tax advice on. You look, it's $95 an hour. Those are legitimate people. That dude's old. He probably knows what he's doing. You can look, again, very similarly to the rating system on there and response time. Success rate is massive when it comes to the job. 100%, you get a badge with that, okay? That means they're consistent, and the people that they're doing stuff for are extremely satisfied. So that's huge. And look at this. These people are charging $42 an hour. $95 an hour, that's good money for them. So if you want to sell on here and make money, you definitely can, especially once you build up your profile. And if you have a little bit of a higher income skill, then you can definitely get paid more. You could be making $500 a day. It really depends. Look, CPAs, legitimate certified CPAs who've earned over 10 grand, live in New York. This is probably their little side hustle aside from their real job as a CPA or whatever. $55 an hour. It's just more money. 75, all this different stuff. Obviously, go through and look at their previous history. So you get a big, good description on everything they do. They understand their amount of hours worked. Going through, you can see their history. You can talk to them about it, ask them questions, ask for referral sources, anything where you can, or references, talk to people, whatever, just see what they do. So websites like these are very great. You can go ahead and actually post a job on there, all job postings. And then if you want to actually become a free, oh my goodness, help with schoolwork. All right, we're going to jump out of there. I post that a lot. They don't like it when you post that. So this is actually more of a buyer's oriented account. You can set up one where you can actually sell on there. Very simple, free to do, easy. They take a little cut out of everything, obviously their transaction fee. Then on Fiverr, you can go ahead and post a job as well. Hit become a seller and bing, bang, boom, you can get started on that. So all of this, a gig is bought, well, I don't even know, 25 million projects completed. Wow. So you can go ahead, pick your skill, kind of figure out a couple different things you can do. Now, for those of you, because I know I mentioned, I'll talk about it real quick, who don't exactly have a skill, literally just start doing anything. See what you're good at, go through, see what some of the best selling gigs are, but use a website called Canva to go ahead and make logos. So something like this, you guys are probably familiar with it. We talk about it. I still make a lot of my e-commerce ads inside of here. Very wide variety of what you can do. You can literally do anything. You can make a marketing proposal plan on here, and I'm sure they have templates and layouts for that. Actually, I know they do. So you could probably type in marketing. Maybe something will come up with that. But yeah, I don't even know. You know, all this different stuff you can do. This is just on an Instagram, or this is a YouTube thumbnail design size, because I can't show you guys the homepage with all my e-commerce stuff. But using stuff like this, go post your listing on there for 100 different tasks. Just see what people are biting on. Build up your profile, build up your credibility. It's just another way out of many to start making money online. I've done it successfully. If that helped, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a little bit of a different style, but people seem to enjoy having options. Again, The Paradox of Choice by Barry Schwartz. Options on how to do things, how to make money, what you want to pay. Here's another option on a way to make money, specifically online. And this can help so much. Building a skill. You know, like building a Shopify store, like I said, that's such a good thing. You literally get paid to do this. So it really is an amazing site, amazing business model. I know for a fact Fiverr and Upwork are massive brands, massive companies that make a lot of money. So with that being said, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like down below and let me know what specific golden nugget was kind of the most helpful for you if you're considering doing this. I know probably not as many of you are actually going to take action on this and do it, but if you're strapped for cash, you're working a job or whatever, I highly recommend you test this, because this is something you can, I don't want to say very easily, but you can start making money on it pretty quickly. It's not that difficult. It's a great source of income and something you should test out. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you do enjoy these videos. As always, be sure to join the Family Journey gang, hit that nice subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow in the next one. Peace.